Hi, I'm Forrest Blount. I'm the co-founder and chief technology officer at Bridge, and I'd love to talk to you about technology and immigration. When I look across the immigration industry, I see broad focus on efficiency. Most software is trying to improve case processing times bit by bit, incremental improvements. And that's a wonderful goal. That saves everyone time and it saves some money. But when I look across the whole industry, it's actually a bigger problem. There's data that needs to move from firm to firm when a company is switching providers, data that needs to be reapplied on every form for an immigrant themselves, and that data then gets sent to USCIS by postal service, often in duplicate. So I think there's a real need in the industry for data normalization, a shared structure that would enable the data to move seamlessly between these different parties. And I think there are many benefits, time savings, cost savings, but most importantly, I think we'd see a stress reduction there due to the elimination of a lot of the redundant data entry issues that happen across these different services. The other thing that I see across the industry is something that we've learned really intimately here at Bridge. Focusing on efficiency is great, but as you start to go through that process, what you realize is that the people involved in the process are more important than the data. The relationships and facilitating the collaboration around an immigration process is the most important thing you can do. So we've invested deeply in that area. The relationship is just as important as the data. So I think as we see these technologies continue to develop, we're going to see them subside even further and become more invisible to our stakeholders. That's going to allow proactive immigration policies that are measured in real time, not just within a single application, but across an entire organization. That's what Bridge does. We combine the best technology and the best legal strategy to empower companies to offer transparent, efficient, and proactive immigration programs. There's a couple features I'm really excited about. I think my favorite is the timeline. And this is a feature that Romesh came up with the idea for years ago. And we just keep coming back to it and building onto it, adding more things. So the timeline at its heart is the journey of a person throughout the world. And it doesn't matter who the person is. It's any person. It's you or I. It tracks all the countries you go to and your status as it changes as you visit different countries. Whether you realize it or not, every time you're entering a new country, your status is shifting. For employers, what this means is that not only do you have a clear picture of where your foreign nationals are today and where they're going in the future individually, you also have, as the timeline gets aggregated into your dashboard, a picture of where all your team is going to be tomorrow and in the future. This means that all of that data is available at your fingertips for each of your foreign nationals. And we're able to aggregate that up at another layer in your dashboards so that you have a complete picture, not only of your foreign national employees' status today, but their future plans and how that will impact their status going forward. Very soon on Bridge, not only will you be able to see where your foreign national team is going to be next month, next quarter, next year, but you'll actually be able to proactively forecast your immigration spend based on those activities. The other thing that forecasting enables is our team to project capacity. So this will ensure that our legal team of attorneys and paralegals has the resources it needs to meet your demand when you need it. Lastly, I want to touch on our global initiative. This is taking the same features and tools you've used to manage your US immigration and applying them to the global stage. The problems of the world today are truly global and will require an unprecedented level of human collaboration and coordination. The projections are that by 2030, demand for skilled workers will outstrip supply by 85 million. And yet we see countries like our own turning inward, which is, of course, raising tension in the immigration field. We're not immune to that tension, but our team and our product have been galvanized by it. You know it's not enough to just increase efficiency a little bit. You know it's not enough to just try to increase your approval rating. As global citizens, we must all strive to meet the demands, not just of our immigration functions, but of the 21st century.